بديع السماوات والأرض وإذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون
তিনি নভমণ্ডল ও ভূমণ্ডলের আদিস্রষ্টা। যখন তিনি কোনো কার্য সম্পাদনের সিদ্ধান্ত নেন তখন সেটিকে একথাই বলেন, হয়ে যাও, তৎক্ষণাৎ তা হয়ে যায়।
بديع السماوات والأرض. He is the initiator. In philosophy they say creation ex nihilo, which means creation out of nothing. Creation out of nothing. Because creation could be, you took wood and created a table, right? But badi' means create something out of nothing. Innovate something entirely new, with no previous ingredients. So badi'u samawati wal ard. The initiator, the original creator of the skies and the earth. إِذَا قَضَى أَمْرًا. Whenever he would declare a matter, فَإِنَّمَا يَقُولُ لَهُ كُن فَيَكُونُ. Then it's only for him to say, be, this issue the command of existence, be, come to exist, that's kun, fayakun, then it exists, then it comes into existence. And this is important to say every time the theology, especially of the Christian community, is mentioned in the Quran, you will find usually kun fayakun comes up. With Isa alayhi salam especially, kun fayakun comes up. Why? Because this idea of him being the son, Allah is explaining, yes, it defied the natural order that you're used to, mother and father begetting a child. Why this theology even developed is because he's born of a virgin mother. So they had to figure out a father somehow. So that's the idea of, attributing fatherhood to Allah Azza wa Jal. But he says, no, this is a matter of kun fayakun. So kun fayakun in Arabic, in the Quran especially, is used when things happen out of what you expect nature to do. For miraculous things. For things that defy the norm. This is the kun of Allah. This is kalimat kun. My teacher used to say about this kalima that, when a teacher gives a dars or a reminder or advice, or somebody gives you good counsel, things like that, or you're listening to a khutbah, the words are coming out of the speaker's mouth and they're going into your ear, but they haven't entered your heart yet. And he could be speaking to you, the imam could be speaking to you for 10 years, and everything entered the ear, but none of it entered the heart. And one day Allah decided to say kun to one of His words. To one of His words. And then that word went from the ear all the way to the heart. But that getting into the heart, the word entering and penetrating the heart and having that effect, that's actually from the command of Allah. It's a miraculous thing when light meets light. That's from the amr of Allah. Right? It's a beautiful thing. So إِذَا قَضَى أَمْرًا فَإِنَّمَا يَقُولُ لَهُ كُن فَيَكُونُ. So now in this passage, even though I'm not finished with the passage, inshallah, we'll do it tomorrow, بِإِذْنِهِ. We have a summarized discussion of 3 groups. And all 3 groups are important in this surah. Even though the surah is Madani, these 3 groups are critical to understand, and their relationships are important to understand in understanding Surah Baqarah. And as the ayat go further, you'll start to see that. Why that's important that we keep these 3 groups in mind in our development of understanding in this surah. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-Hakim, wa nafa'ni wa iyyakum bil ayati wa dhikr al-Hakim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Badi'u samawati wal ard. The initiator. Badi', you probably heard the word bid'ah not in some nice settings before, but the word badi' comes from that. It means to initiate something from nothing. In philosophy they say creation ex nihilo, right? From creation out of nothing, out of zilch. He is the creator out of nothing of the skies and the earth. Badi'u samawati wal ard. Al-khalq yakhtalif. The word khalq is different. Khalq is you create something, it can even be create something out of something else. Like Allah created the human being from clay. خَلَقْتَهُ مِنْ طِينٍ. But He says the entire existence, He didn't need something to create it. He created it out of nothing. That's the word badi'. بَدِيعُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَإِذَا قَضَى أَمْرًا فَإِنَّمَا يَقُولُ لَهُ كُنْ فَيَكُونُ. And whenever He decides a matter, whenever it may be that He makes the decision for anything, then all He does, إِنَّمَا يَقُولُ لَهُ, He says to it, kun, be. He says a word, be, kun, come into existence, kun. فَيَكُونُ, then it becomes. It happens. He makes this statement right after He talks about the Christians who think they're not doing shirk. But when they say He has a son, Allah is teaching them, Allah, the one who created the entire universe out of nothing, can't create a man without a father? The one who created as-samawati wal-ard out of nothing. He can't just say kun and create a child in the womb of Maryam? Why do you have to go as far as to make shirk and say that He fathered? Why do you have to go that far? So this is Allah correcting their theology.